Hi all, it's me Heralize. I'm the royal goddess featurer and heir to the throne. Today I want to talk about a game I've been spending a good amount of time with, Where Winds Meet, an open world ARPG with MMO elements. The game takes you on a wonderful wuxia adventure that blends martial arts fantasy, exploration, and Chinese historical drama. No, seriously, it's as if I'm watching a really good Chinese drama. I've played enough now to get a solid feel for its world, its systems, and how it stands out from other action RPGs. So I'm sharing what I'm absolutely loving, what's uniquely special, and what I think could use some improvement. Let's jump right in. So, what do I absolutely love? Well, the first thing that got me hooked was the atmosphere. The game nails that poetic, almost dreamlike wuxia fantasy. You're wandering misty bamboo forests, mountain temples, flowing rivers with endless flower fields nearby. It's just gorgeous. The two regions are also very different from each other. Qinghe being more about the beautiful landscaping and nature, while Kaifeng is more so focused on its citizens and their life in Kaifeng City, not even having mentioned its beautiful Revelry Hall. The sound design complements it beautifully, from calm, Guqin melodies to the sudden tension during enemy encounters. It really pulls you into the world. One of my favorite aspects is the movement system. You can run on water, deflect arrows while mid-air, glide using your inner energy, and parkour across rooftops. It's incredibly freeing and lets you explore the world however you please. The different ways are easily obtainable through exploration, and you can unlock them by doing side quests. Combat feels dynamic and fleshy in the best way. There are satisfying, like weights to the animation, and the martial arts styles feel free and distinct from one another. You really do feel like a wuxia protagonist capable of impossible feats. You can tell they put a lot of thought and effort into this combat system, with the help of an amazing martial arts film director and great technology. The various weapons complement each other perfectly. This I can say confidently as I'm playing with the fan and umbrella. After unlocking the ability to swap with tap, it really adds quality of life to the combat feel. Let's be honest, the visuals are stunning. The game balances realism with stylized aesthetics, giving every region a unique flavor. Even simple moments like watching leaves blow across a courtyard feel so cinematic. This is one of those games where you constantly find yourself stopping just to photograph something with the photo feature the game has to offer, or record and really be immersed by pressing F6 to hide the UI. So, what is unique about Where Winds Meet? Plenty of games reference wuxia, but Where Winds Meet commits to it. The inner power techniques, mythical legends, cultural details, and acrobatics aren't just window dressing, they're central to how you explore and fight. This authenticity makes the whole experience feel fresh compared to Western style action RPGs. Even if you're unfamiliar with the genre, it's the best entry point you can find right now. Then, one of the other standout features is how the game lets you approach situations in different ways. You can fight, sneak, use disguises, or even rely on special abilities to resolve quests. Some tasks can be solved using environmental interactions or clever abilities instead of pure combat. It makes the world feel alive and reactive. The game mixes real historical influences with folklore and martial arts legends in a way that feels surprisingly smooth. One minute you're dealing with political conflicts, and the next you're facing mystical forces or ancient techniques. It's a unique tone that sets this game apart from more grounded open world titles. While other games have special powers, Where Winds Meet ties everything to an inner energy philosophy. It's not just about stats, it's part of traversal, combat, and interactions. It creates a thematic consistency that feels very fresh. Then, what do I think can be improved? Well, first of all, the game is beautiful, but it can come with some performance dips depending on your system, and especially because they decided to not prioritize the ping when it comes to multiplayer or co op activities. Some areas feel a bit heavier than others, and loading transitions could be smoother or more seamlessly. Improving these would help the experience feel more polished. Combat animations are great overall, but transitions between certain moves can feel a bit stiff or abrupt. Some NPC animations also stand out as less polished compared to the environment. It doesn't break immersion, but tightening this would go a long way. The world is big and beautiful, but some quests fall into familiar open world patterns. When the game uses its unique mechanics, it shines. But there are moments where you wish it pushed creativity a little more consistently, but that even is only an issue if you're being really picky. Now, the thing that stands out the most from things that could be improved is the co op and MMO aspects of the game. The co op has been okay so far, but is quite, or actually very restricted. Doing exploration together on the map of a friend doesn't necessarily mean you don't need to do it anymore if you go back to your own world. I think that is a big flaw if you want to push this game with decent co op. Also, fighting world bosses feels very wonky in a group to say the least. The camera angles go all over because of delays between player experiences and boss interactions. So, what are my final thoughts? Overall, Where Winds Meet is a visually stunning wuxia adventure with a rich atmosphere, fantastic movement, and strong identity that set it apart from open world RPGs that are already out. It's not perfect. There are some areas that could be polished or improved, but the core experience is unique, immersive, and genuinely fun. If you're a fan of martial arts fantasy, or you just want an open world game that feels different from the usual, this is definitely one to check out. Okay, thank you for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, and I'm very curious. Comment your own opinion down below. Bye bye.